Welcome, students. It is exciting to have you here. First of all, let me congratulate you for making it this far. Like you are just the real MVP. Well done. And I hope you keep the same energy, the same drive for your consecutive classes. Today's topic is code outreach. I know I've already given you a little hint into it in the first class, but in this class, we'll be focusing on code outreach. So, cold outreach is about finding the right people, saying the right words, and turning strangers into conversation. What we'll be covering, we'll be covering what is outreach, definition, and why it matters for SME startups with no inbound leads yet. Forms of outreaches, we have cold calling, cold emails, and social media DMs with real examples for each. For number three, we have understanding your prospect. And of all what we want to talk about in this particular, topic today, understanding your prospect is the most important one because while research must come before your message, it is very, very important that there is a research before your message. It's just like you trying to reach out to somebody you know nothing about and you didn't do a little bit of research in order for you to make it a familiar conversation. And for the last one, you're going to have your assignment. And like I said in the beginning, this academy is all about practical practice and practice. So you'll be having a real code call outreach, for the base firm. It doesn't have to be code call, it can be code emailing, social media DMs. But we'll be giving you your script, your inbuilt script that you'll be using for your assignments. So now, what is outreach? In this definition, we have outreach is when you proactively start a conversation with a potential prospect who hasn't come to you first. It can be a customer or a client, whatever. You are not waiting for them to find you, you are going to find them. You are going to find them. Keyword, you are going to find them. Why it matters? For SMEs, startups, and idea stage founders, there is usually no steady stream of inbound leads yet. Outreach is how you create your own sales pipeline instead of waiting for one to appear. So let me explain what they mean by this. So if I'm a startup founder, for instance, now I don't have an already, customers that are coming back every single time. I don't have an inbound leads yet. I don't have, people that are always coming to buy and everything. I think that's the best explanation for this. So instead of you to be waiting to create for customers to find you and start buying, what you do is that you find them and create your own sales pipeline. I understand that we all understand what sales pipeline is. So instead of you to be waiting for customers, clients, prospects to come and find you at your beginning stage when you're just a founder, people have not really know what you are doing yet. What you do is that you start reaching out to people. So remember, nobody is coming to save your sales number. Outreach is the skill that lets you build a business without needing to already be famous or already have an audience. So even if you don't have a customer list, even if that startup does not have they don't have a huge number, or they are not famous, they're not all these influencers are already generating people to come and buy their courses. No, they're just people that start up. They are maybe they start up something, they can just have salespeople help them bring in leads. The three forms of outreach. So we have cold calling, we have cold emails, and we have social media DMs. So cold calling is reaching out to prospects directly by phone with no prior conversation. And like I said in the first class, I said cold calling, cold when you are cold, anytime you see cold behind calling, emails, cold outreach, what it means is that you are reaching out to somebody that does not know that you exist. You are reaching out to somebody that does not even know about what doesn't know your services, doesn't know your product, he knows nothing about you. So cold calling means that you are reaching out to somebody that does not know that you exist through calling. Cold emails means that you are reaching out to somebody that does not know that you exist through what? Emails. Social media DMs, like when you are doing direct messaging from Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, or WhatsApp, you are reaching out to these people and they don't know you exist. Each form has its own strengths. The best salespeople know which one fits their prospects. We'll break that down in the next one. So they said each form of these outreaches, they have their own strengths. The best salespeople know in which situation should they actually, use cold calling, cold emails, and social media DMs. Executing each channel. So we have cold calling, the structure. So let me give you an example. So let's say that we work for a company that does, for this particular explanation, we're using a company that does websites for business owners. So let's say that we went on Google. We now type in photographers in Ibadan, for instance. Photographers in Ibadan. As we type in photographers in Ibadan, it brings a list of photographers out. You check in for the ones that have websites. It is written there. As I'm saying it, pause this video, go on your Google and type photographers in Ibadan. It will bring a list of people out. You would, as you are scrolling through these people, you will see that some have websites and some don't. Very good. You see, the ones that have the website are not our target audience. The ones that don't have the website are the people that we need to actually take seriously. So let's say, for instance, now you have gotten their number. Maybe you have tried to check their Instagram, their Facebook. You have gotten some, information about them that you can actually reach out to them. So it is very, very important. Let me emphasize is that you do research. It is very important. So what you are going to do is that you are going to go online. If they have Instagram, check their page, see how it is running, because we need all this information if you are going to cold call them. So let me give you a structure. So let's say, for instance, now you got the calling, you actually saw that they actually need the website. So you are going to call them. You are just going to greet them. Don't ask how their day is going. They are not interested in that information. Why? Because they don't know who you are. They don't know who you are. Imagine a stranger calling you and say, hello, how are you doing? You just want to know who this person is. That is the first thing that is coming to your head. So there is no need for you to be telling them how your day went and how can your business. They don't need those information. The first thing is just to greet them. Hello, good morning. Is this Mr. Michael photographer? He said, yes. This is Kia. You say, this is Kia. Finish. Then they'll not be wondering, who is Kia? Then because you don't want to keep them as thinking, who are you? Kiniko. You can now mention where you found them from. You can tell them, I was scrolling on Instagram when I came across your content. See, I was scrolling on Instagram when I came across your content. Now they feel familiar because they are putting their content on social media. Therefore, they know people would see it. So if you say that kind of thing, they'll feel like, oh, maybe it's one of their viewers, somebody that's seen their video. They'll feel familiar. They will now want to give you listening ears. Then ask them one quick, direct question about a system that could bring them consistent sales. So now, this is a very tricky one. Sometimes you can see businesses that are already growing, that are having consistent sales, that do not have a website. The way you approach these businesses is different, and that is why you need to do research very well. So you can reach out to some businesses and you not say that sales. You can tell them that your business is already growing. Haven't you thought about a system that can actually define your sales system for you? The reason why I'm making this example is that some people are already making consistent sales. So it is not something that is going to buy them. It is not something that is going to buy them. Some people are making consistent sales. Some people are already doing so well already, but they don't still have a website. You need to show them the reason. So let me give you an example. So I reached out to a hotel one time. This hotel have third-party website. They did not have their own website. So what they do is that they are paying this third-party website and their people are going there to book them from there. Then you see that kind of situation now. These people do not have website. They have third-party websites. So when I was reaching out to them, I did not say, and have you ever thought about a system that will bring in consistent sales? There are people already booking them already. What I was selling to them was independency. The reason, okay, all these things that I'm saying now, you understand better when we do sales psychology. Exactly. So then handle gatekeeping calmly and ask for the right person by role, not just the owner. So let me give you like an example. This is just an example. This might not be your script. This might not be your own pitch. Like I said in the last class, I said always build your own personal identity around your pitch, around the way you reach out to people. So this is just an example. Hello, good afternoon. My name is this Emmanuel photographer? My name this is Kia. Just say this is Kia. Don't tell me my name is Kia. Say this is Kia. Let them be wondering who the hell are you? I was actually on Instagram and I came across your page and I really like what you're doing with your business, or mention something specific about maybe their content or something. Let them feel like, oh, this person actually saw my business page. Then you now say, quick question. Would you be open to a system that can consistently bring more sales for you? And they'll say yes. Some people will not reply you. But many a time, many of them at this stage will want to listen to what you want to have to say. This is where it is now very tricky. You don't have to make it look like a sale. Remember what I told you guys in the identity class. So note the pattern. Greet. Give them contents for how you found them. Then one clear low pressure question. You see, you greet, you give them context. Always give them context. People want to know how you find it, because if you not just tell them, they'll just cut the corn on you. Some people will listen, no, but many will cut the corn on you. That's why you really need to do your research in order for you to make it more familiar, because they are cold people. For cold email, the rules: short, specific, and curiosity driven, never generic like business proposal. So let's say that for me now, there was a time that I had to reach out to a particular company via cold email. So in the subject part, the first thing, the notification that they will see, I say, you haven't checked this care. That is what I put. The person will want to check it. So you can use maybe dramatic, subject like that to actually call people attention, or you can use what fits you. But the thing is that curiosity driven, always make them want to check the email. Very, very important. Then personalized opener. Reference something real and specific about their business, not just a copy and paste line. Don't copy ChatGPT and paste it. Don't copy cloud and paste it. That is why I said before you message, do your research. It is very important that you make it very personalized to them, so that they'll feel that you actually know their business. So the more you know about a person before you reach to them, the more you are able to actually identify their problem and place it to their face. You do not make sales every single month. What if I can introduce you to a system that can increase your sales from the normal 50% it is right now to 70%? You're putting their problem into their face and you're showing them that you can actually have the result. Let them be curious. Let them always be curious across all every conversation that you're putting. Let them be curious. If they're not curious, Otilo, one clear value line. State what you help with in one sentence without jargons. So in one sentence, some of these people that do code emails, they'll start explaining what they don't need to explain. In one sentence, like I said, in one sentence, just explain what you want to help with. So you can say something like, I came across your post on Instagram and I noticed this particular problem, and I would want to help you in so ways to achieve this particular result. Single call to action. End with one simple test, not three options to choose from. So you have a call to action, something that you'll be telling them that if maybe if they are willing to book a call with you, just a free call to just show them what their future would look like, something like that. Yes, they are done very well. So let me give you the example before we end this particular. So this class is going to be splitted into two before we end this particular one. So let me just give you an example to run this off. So hi, my name, this is just actually a template. Like I said, you don't have to follow everything. This is template. Me, I don't do my cold emailing like this. So this is actually just a template. So Businesses, you notice you don't have a website set up yet, will build professional. All these things push people away because they know you want to sell to them. Okay, this is the end of this class. See you in the next one. Bye.